Let's face it, the holidays can be rough. Between finding the perfect presents for friends and family to dealing with said family for prolonged amounts of time, it's hard to maintain a consistent level of Christmas cheer. That's why the Grinch is the ultimate holiday hero. I'm Dan from Frederator. We're asking, do you think you know everything there is to know about everyone's favorite green grump? There's so much more to this beloved Christmas story than meets the big yellow eye. Get ready to get your learn on, because Cartoon Hangover is counting down the 107 facts you should know about the Grinch. Number 1. Dr. Seuss coined the term Grinch. It's in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, defined as, quote, an unpleasant individual who spoils other people's fun or enjoyment. Number 2. Dr. Seuss believes the Grinch is his alter ego. On December 26, 1956, he says he was brushing his teeth and noticed a Grinchish expression in the mirror, so he started writing about it. Number 3. Dr. Seuss's stepdaughter, Lark Diamond Cates, agrees with this theory. She said, quote, I always thought the cat was him on his good days, and the Grinch was him on his bad days. Number 4. And when he wrote the book, Dr. Seuss was 53 years old, the same age as the Grinch. Number 5. Dr. Seuss's real name is Theodor Ted Geisel. Seuss was his mother's maiden name, and it's actually pronounced Seuss. Number 6. Dr. Seuss wasn't an actual doctor, though he did pursue a PhD at Oxford. He decided to leave graduate school to be a cartoonist and added doctor to his pen name because his mother always wanted to be one. Number 7. Dr. Seuss lived at the top of a mountain in La Jolla, similar to the peak of Mount Crumpet where the Grinch lives. Number 8. There is an actual Mount Crumpet in Canada. Number 9. The Grinch and the Who's animalistic character design were inspired by Seuss's childhood. When he was growing up, his father would take him to the zoo every Sunday and would encourage him to draw the animals. Number 10. When writing How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Dr. Seuss was inspired by the story 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Number 11. Legend has it, How the Grinch Stole Christmas was the fastest book Dr. Seuss ever wrote. Number 12. Dr. Seuss also said it was the easiest book for him to write, except for the ending, which he didn't want to make too trite. Number 13. The Grinch was the first adult and first villain to be the protagonist in a Dr. Seuss book. Number 14. Dr. Seuss dedicated How the Grinch Stole Christmas to his nephew, Teddy Owens. Number 15. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was published in 1957 as both a Random House book and in an issue of Redbook magazine. Number 16. The original Redbook edition is selling for $920 on Amazon if you're interested. Number 17. Seuss's pattern of rhyme is inspired by the rhythm of a boat rocking along the water. Number 18. Dr. Seuss had a dog named Spot, who was his inspiration for Max. Number 19. How long does it take for the Grinch to puzzle and puzzle until his puzzler is sore? 3 hours, according to the book. Number 20. The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T was Dr. Seuss's first feature-length film. He called it the biggest flop of his career and vowed to never make a film again. Number 21. That's why Dr. Seuss didn't want to put Grinch on the screen, but he changed his mind after he heard the film's opening song, Welcome Christmas. Number 22. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was Dr. Seuss's 14th published book. However, it was the first book he adapted into a television short film. Number 23. Dr. Seuss used the word Grinch twice prior to publishing How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Once to describe a bald-headed eagle-like bird in 1953's Scrambled Egg Super, then again in a poem, The Whoville in the Grinch. Number 24. In the book, the Grinch was drawn in black and white and red. Chuck Jones came up with the idea to make him green because it reminded him of the rental cars in the Washington-Baltimore area that were popular at the time. Number 25. Chuck Jones, who directed and produced the cartoon How the Grinch Stole Christmas, is also known for his work on the Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. Number 26. Dr. Seuss and Chuck Jones became friends during their service in the animation department of the 1st Motion Picture Unit of the U.S. Army Air Forces. Number 27. Jones, known for creating characters with quirky movements, made the Grinch's sneaky moves iconic. Number 28. According to Chuck Jones's wife, when the Grinch smiles, he looks like Jones. Number 29. If they had adapted the book as it was written, the film would only last for about 12 minutes. Number 30. How the Grinch Stole Christmas had a total of 17,000 hand-drawn cells. Number 31. Dr. Seuss was initially hesitant about casting Boris Karloff as the Grinch and narrator. Number 32. Number 33. The plopping of bags full of stolen Christmas items is the sound of biting into an apple. Number 34. The sound of the Grinch inching down the chimney is a marker drawing on a balloon. Number 35. The sound of the Grinch sawing off Max's antlers was actually the sound of violins. Number 36. Max was voiced by Dallas McKennon, famous for voicing Gumby and many other beloved characters. Number 37. Despite Dallas's lack of dialogue, Jones said Max was given a larger role in order to represent the emotional roller coaster of the audiences. Number 38. June Foray, who voiced Cindy Lou Who, wasn't credited for her work on the film. Number 39. Fortunately, Foray has many other credits to her name, including another Christmas classic, Frosty the Snowman. Number 40. Thurl Ravencroft, who sang You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, also wasn't credited in the film. Number 41. On a total side note, Ravenscroft is famous for being the voice of Tony the Tiger. Number 42. According to the film's credits, Dr. Seuss wrote the lyrics to the song. Number 43. Albert Haag, the Tony Award-winning songwriter, created the music for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 44. Haag confessed that while collaborating with Dr. Seuss often preferred to express his ideas through drawings. Number 45. The chorus who sang the Whoville songs was made up of 4 women and 4 men, including Ravenscroft. Number 46. When Haag played the first chorus of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch for Dr. Seuss took note of the challenging octave slide and said, quote, "If there's anyone who can do that slide, they get the job." Number 47. It only took a few takes for Ravenscroft to nail his solo for You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Number 48. Most of the animation for the main characters was done by Ben Washam and Ken Harris, both of whom are known for their work animating the Looney Tunes. Number 49. How the Grinch Stole Christmas used 10 times the amount of drawings required to make a typical television animated short. Number 50. At the beginning of the special, the Grinch's eyes are yellow with red irises. However, when he realized the true meaning of Christmas, his eyes turn blue and his heart grows 3 sizes. Number 51. His eyes were originally more terrifying. They're completely red in the book. Number 52. In the movie, the Grinch goes 10,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, but in the book, he only goes up 3,000 feet. Number 53. In the television special, every Who in Whoville hangs a holy Who wreath. In the book, they hung mistletoe wreaths. Number 54. On Christmas, Who's play all sorts of instruments. Jing Tinglers, Flu Flubers, Ta Tinkers, Hoo Hoobers, Gud Dinkers, Trum Tookers, Slew Slonkers, Blum Blukers, and Woo Wonkers. Number 55. One of the Who's favorite games to play is a Zuzita Kaza. Number 56. The food the Grinch hates the most is the rare Who roast beast, which he can be seen carving at the end of the story. But if you're paying attention, he never takes a slice for himself. Number 57. When the Grinch burglarizes Cindy Lou Who's house, there are 11 stockings hanging on the chimney mantle. However, in the book, there were 9 stockings, which means Cindy Lou Who's family has grown in the movie. Number 58. For Christmas, Cindy Lou Who and her family were going to receive pop guns, pampunas, pantukas, drums, checkerboards, bizzel-binks, popcorn, and plums. Number 59. When the Grinch climbs into the second house, he swings across 6 reefs. However, when he drops them onto Max, there are only 5. Number 60. When a story's rising and falling action are drawn into a diagram, it takes on the shape of a mountain. In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the peak of action occurs while the Grinch is at the top of Mount Crumpet. Number 61. The line from the book, "It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right," was changed to, quote, "It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight" in the television special. Number 62. The line from the special, "These stockings he Grinched are the first things to go," was the first time Seuss used the word Grinch as a verb. Number 63. Phil Roman, who later became an executive producer for King of the Hill and The Simpsons, animated the film's Christmas dinner scene. Number 64. According to Roman, it took about 6 to 8 months to produce How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 65. How the Grinch Stole Christmas was the most expensive cartoon of the era. It had a budget of $315,000. Number 66. For years, the line "You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch" in You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch was censored because it was considered inappropriate for television. Number 67. The lyrics to Fahu Forays It was meant to sound like classic Latin. Number 68. The Grinch has been translated into several languages, including actual Latin. Number 69. In Iceland, the Grinch is called Trolli. Number 70. In Hungary, the Grinch is called Gorks. Number 71. Even though the Grinch was not well received upon its initial release, with its reruns as a holiday special, it has become a classic and now has a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 72. In 1968, How the Grinch Stole Christmas won a Grammy Award for Best Recording for Children. Number 73. Every year since 1966, How the Grinch Stole Christmas has aired on television, and an average of 15 million people tune in each time. Number 74. Dr. Seuss confessed, quote, "If I were invited to a dinner party with my characters, I wouldn't show up." Number 75. Queen Elizabeth's favorite scary movie is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 76. The font of the How the Grinch Stole Christmas logo is called appropriately Grinched. Number 77. After creating How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jones and Seuss went on to make Horton Hears a Who. Number 78. June Foray, who voiced Cindy Lou Who, went on to voice Jane Kangaroo and Mother Who in Horton Hears a Who. Number 79. You know how Pixar leaves clues to its other films in the background? Well, Seuss films like to reference each other too. The Grinch and some of the Who's wonky musical instruments can be seen in the 2008 animated film adaptation of Horton Hears a Who. Number 80. In 1977, they made a prequel to How the Grinch Stole Christmas called Halloween is Grinch Night. It went on to win an Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Program. Number 81. The Grinch also appeared in The Grinch is the Cat in the Hat in 1982, where the Grinch sets out to harass the Cat in the Hat. Number 82. Up until 1985, the sequence where the Grinch grins at the foot of the Who children's beds was cut when it aired on CBS, cause it's creepy. Number 83. In 1994, a special edition of the show with 20 added behind the scenes minutes aired on TNT. Number 84. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical, debuted on the main stage of Minneapolis's Children's Theater Company in 1994. Number 85. Author-lyricist Timothy Mason developed the musical with composer Mel Marvin. Number 86. The Broadway production of the musical broke box office records during holiday runs in 2006 to 2008, making it a bona fide holiday hit that's now performed in theaters across the country. Number 87. In partnership with the AV Club and Budweiser, the band Electric Six was invited to cover You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Number 88. The Grinch was once a Muppet. Jim Henson Productions produced a live-action puppet TV show from 1996 to 1997 called The Whoville World of Dr. Seuss. Number 89. The Whoville episode The Grinch Meets His Max is a prequel to How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Number 90. Do you remember when Jim Carrey played the Grinch in the live-action version? That was directed by Ron Howard. Surprisingly, not Tim Burton, like most people probably think. Number 91. Did you know that Eddie Murphy and Jack Nicholson almost got the role of the Grinch in the live-action adaptation? Number 92. Anthony Hopkins was the narrator of the live-action movie and recorded all of the narration in one day. Number 93. The Jim Carrey version carried over the iconic design changes Chuck Jones developed for the original Grinch special. Number 94. File this under crazy. A Navy SEAL who trained CIA operatives to endure intense torture for long periods of time coached Jim on how to deal with the pain from his costume throughout the course of production. Number 95. Sadly, this intense effort wasn't enough to win over critics. Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas is only boasting a 53% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 96. On the soundtrack for the 2008 film, there's a track titled Grinch by Busta Rhymes, featuring Jim Carrey. And I don't know what the executives who put this together were thinking, but you should all check it out. Number 97. How the Grinch Stole Christmas has been referenced in over 150 different television episodes and films to date. Number 98. As you might imagine, anything this popular is bound to be parodied. How the Grinch Stole Christmas has been parodied over 30 times by various television shows like South Park, Fairly Odd Parents, and Robot Chicken. Number 99. The Grinch first appeared in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 1996 and has been shown every year since. Number 100. In TV Guide's list of 50 greatest cartoon characters, Grinch is listed number 5. Number 101. National Grinch Day is on December 1st. Number 102. In 2013, Random House Children's Books launched its Grow Your Heart 3 Sizes campaign. Each year during the 25 days of Grinchmas, bookstores around the US encourage families to read and give back to their communities. Number 103. Dr. Seuss's official website, Seussville, has released official recipes for Grinch-themed treats, such as Who Pudding and Cindy Lou Who Reefs. Number 104. The Chuck Jones Center for Creativity at the Franklin Park Conservatory in Columbus, Ohio, hosts the largest exhibition of the art by Chuck Jones. Number 105. In 2002, the Dr. Seuss National Memorial Sculpture Garden was unveiled in Springfield, Massachusetts. The garden features Seussian character sculptures by Seuss's stepdaughter, Lark Demon Cates. There's even a sculpture of Dr. Seuss at his desk with the Grinch not too far from his side. Number 106. The Amazing World of Dr. Seuss, a museum dedicated to Dr. Seuss's work, is set to open in June 2016 at the Springfield Museums. And number 107, a new 3D animated film of How the Grinch Stole Christmas is in the works. Illumination Entertainment is producing. Peter Candeland is directing, and Audrey Geisel will serve as executive producer. Still no word on whether Busta Rhymes will appear on the soundtrack, but we'll hopefully find out very soon. Thanks for watching Cartoon Hangover's 107 Facts You Should Know About the Grinch. If you like this one, perhaps you'd like some of these other shows. And if there's another movie or TV show we need to cover, let us know in the comments, because remember, Frederator loves you.